Children, since we have covered all the types, how to factorize or how to find the roots of a quadratic equation, that is first by factorization, second by formula method, completing the square method. Okay, now one thing, completing the square method is just for knowledge. It is there in your textbook, but it generally don't ask sums based on that. So whenever word problems occur, you first try to frame the correct equation, then you can solve the equation by factorization or by formula method. Let's cover some word problems now. Okay, now it says that the sum of the three consecutive positive integers, consecutive means one after the other. So if I say first number is n, next should be n plus 1 and next should be n plus 2. So three consecutive positive integers such that sum means addition of square of the first and the product of the other two. Sum means addition, this is addition over here. Addition of what? Square of the first number, that is n square, and product of the other two. What other two numbers? N plus 1 and n plus 2. So product of the other two is equal to 46. Now I'll open this bracket. I have done it directly, children. This is n square plus 1n plus 2n plus 2. So if we simplify this, we'll get 2n square. So we'll factorize it. Once you factorize, you get the bracket same. I'll not go into much detail because now I hope you know how to factorize the equations. So either n has to be 4 or n has to be minus 11 by 2. I'm talking about positive integer. So n cannot be minus 11 by 2. So n has to be 4. Therefore the integers will be 4, 5 and 6. How to cross verify answer? Just put n as 4. You should see that this equation should give you answer as again 46. Okay. Now here we are talking about a motor boat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water and takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream. Means it takes more time to cover upstream than to downstream. That is, downstream will be upstream plus 1, or I can say downstream minus upstream should be 1, because down is taking 1 more hour. So upstream is taking 1 more hour than downstream. Okay, let's understand what is downstream upstream means. So in the case of downstream, the direction of the boat and the stream moves in same direction. See, so speed of the boat will increase. So here we'll add the speeds of the stream as well as the boat. But when I talk about the upstream, it means I am going in right direction and the stream waves are going in left direction. So here speed of the boat will be reduced. That's why upstream is taking more time. So here in the case of upstream, I need to subtract. Say, so let us say speed of the boat is 18 km per hour and let speed of the stream be x kilometer. No matter it is upstream or downstream, speed of stream remains fixed, that is x. So for downstream, it has to be 18 plus x. As I told, for downstream we add the speed of boat as well as stream. So it is 18 plus x. For upstream, it will be 18 minus x because it will obstruct the flow. So the speed will be reduced. So it has to be 18 minus x. What is time now? So time is distance upon speed. Am I right? Speed equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So if I talk about time taken to cover upstream, it will be distance. What is distance given to me? 24 km. So 24 upon speed. What is speed for down upstream? 18 minus x. Same for downstream, it will be distance covered is same, but speed is 18 plus x. Now we know that upstream is taking 1 hour more than downstream. That is, upstream is taking 1 hour more, that is plus 1, than downstream. So it becomes upstream minus downstream. Upstream minus downstream should be equal to 1. You can see from here, upstream minus downstream should be equal to 1. Now I'll solve this by cross multiplication. Okay. So I'll not go into much detail of the solving. You can see here. You're getting x as 6 or x as minus 54. Again, speed cannot be negative, so x has to be 6 km per hour. So speed of the stream is 6 km per hour. And you can see here 432 gets cancelled. Okay. Calculation part you will do on your own. This is main part. This, once you get this equation, rest is up to you how you solve it, so that you don't go for calculation mistakes. Okay. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 6 hours. Okay. The tap of larger diameter takes 9 hours less. If the diameter is more water will flow, so it will take less time to fill the tank as compared to the smaller one. So the larger tap take X hours to fill the tank, and smaller tap take Y hours to fill the tank. So how much larger tap work will be done in 1 hour? It will be 1 upon X. Smaller tap will do work as 1 upon Y. So together if they are started, they take 6 hours. So 1 upon X plus 1 upon Y, it will fill 1/6 of the tank in 1 hour. So it is 1 by 6. But it is said that the tap of larger diameter takes 9 hours less. What is tap of larger diameter? X. So X will take 9 hours less. So the time taken by larger is 9 hours less. So X becomes Y minus 9. I'll substitute here the value of X as Y minus 9. Now it's just normal cross multiplication which I'm supposed to do. I'll do the cross multiplication and I'll try to factorize the given quadratic equation. Okay. So this is the quadratic equation. I want 54 and addition as 21. So try to guess the factors. Okay. You'll get the answer. Are you getting it? Multiplying I want 54, adding I want 21. So it should, just I'll give a hint. It should be 18. 3s are 54. That is 18 and 3 should be the factors. Okay. A man bought a certain number of toys for rupees 180. So he brought X toys for rupees 180. He kept one for his own use and sold the rest for 1 rupee each more than he gave for them. Okay. And in that he is making a profit of rupees 10. So let's say the number of toys be X. So what is the cost of one toy? 180 by X, correct? There are, in all I have given 180 rupees for X toys. So cost of one toy will be 180 by X. Now what I am doing? I am keeping one toy with me. So how many I am going to sell? I am going to sell X minus 1 toys, correct? And for X minus 1 toys, what will be my price? The original price of each toy plus 1. That is, my price becomes 180 by X plus 1. So see, number of toys sold X minus 1, because 1 I have kept for me. You can see here 1 I have kept for my own. Okay. So selling price of each toy. Now remaining toys I will be selling at 1 rupee more than the previous one. So 1 rupee more than this. That is 180 by X plus 1. So if I sell the toys at this price, I am earning 10 rupees profit. So what is profit? Selling price minus cost price. What is selling price? I've got here 180 by X plus 1 into number of toys. What is number of toys now? X minus 1 minus, what was my cost price? My cost price was 180. So 180. Now just normal simplification you have to do. We will solve again. You get a quadratic equation. Again you try to factorize. Okay. Okay. So what are the factors of 180? 20 and 9. 29 is 180. So it will be minus 20 and plus 9. If you split the middle term like this, you get X as 20. Okay. Very good and very important sum. Let's move on to next sum. Very nice and easy. 1/4 of the herd of camel was seen in forest. So let us say there was X number of camels. Out of 1/4 was in the forest. Twice the square root had gone to mountain, and remaining 15 was seen on the bank of the river. You see, let the number of camels be X. So 1/4 of this, that is X by 4, was in the forest. Then twice the square root of X. Twice the square root of X was gone to mountains. Then remaining 15 went to bank of the river. So if I add these three, I should get the camels number equal to X, correct? Like in our class, when we say some children go for work experience, some children go for music, and some remain in the class. If I add the total, I get the original strength of the class. Hence x should be what? Addition of all three. So I've cross multiplied by 4. And this I'll solve for you. So see, I've written x as root x the whole square. I've tried to make it quadratic. Here if you see, it was not quadratic. It was, but it was not appealing to me as quadratic, because there was no square term over here. So I tried to brought a square over here. I wrote this x as root x the whole square. Now see, I'll put root x as p or t. So it becomes 3t square minus 8t plus 60. Now I'll factorize this. Once I factorize, I get t as 6 or t as minus 10 by 3. Since t was root x, x has to be positive. So t cannot be this. So t is 6. What was t? T was nothing but root x. So root x kitna hua? 6. So x becomes 36. So in all there were 36 camels. Okay. Next sum. In a flight of 2800 kilometer journey, aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Its speed is reduced by 100 km per hour. So the time taken was increased by 30 minutes. So I want to find the original duration of the flight. The distance traveled was 2800 km. So in x hours, it has traveled 2800 km. So what is the initial speed? Some speed might be there, that is 2800 km divided by x. Now the speed has reduced by 100. So it will be x minus 100. So sorry, x was time. So if I reduce the speed by 100, my time will increase by 30 minutes. Previously I took x hours. Now I'll take x plus 30 minutes means half hour. X hour mein tha. So I'm converting 30 minutes into hour. So x plus half. First speed was something. Now speed will be something. This speed is 100 less than the previous one. Correct? So original speed minus reduced speed should be how much? 100, because I reduced the speed by 100. Again cross multiply, you get the answer. You will solve and get the answer. I am not helping you out in this. Try to solve and find the value of x. Again x should be positive.